Uh, Hi, everyone. Here we are at Eagle Roost Sanctuary in Lake Montezuma, not far from Sedona. Working with the elements all day. So Kira and Nick, who were here with me, they were off today and they were in nature. And I was doing ceremony around the elements. So now we're all together at this little fire. Can't be much of a fire because there's a extreme fire warning. But we have this in enclosed metal uh, pit, and we just have one little plug in there. This on in a few minutes. So we're not quite sure why we're here yet. I think I'm feeling it. There's a lot going on right now, as everyone knows. Everyone has to stand up and do what they feel is their best efforts for the whole, whatever that might be. It might be prayer, might be ceremony, might be activism, might be teaching people, might be just standing quietly. And the one thing that fired me up are all these proposals to sell off half federal lands, natural areas, including our national parks, which to me is absolute and sheer lunacy. No reason for it other than pure greed and the wish of some people to control everything. And so today, when I went out and celebrated the different elements, that's what I had in my heart. Okay, what do we do about this? And Kira and I are about to go on. My brother Jerry should show up, that may show up for this event, and trying to understand where Mother Earth wants us to go. Should we go do ceremony in the sacred places? Should we go to the Sundance? Should we go open my lodge that's up in Colorado? Or maybe it's none of those things. So we're here for direction, but we're also here to give gratitude to the resources. I put in an earlier recording today about the fellow that I met, the ranger, at one of the places. I'm not going to say where, because I don't want to give him any trouble. But the people who are in the parks, those who, many of them for their whole life, attended the parks and care about the parks, care about the animals, care about the earth, are really concerned. So they, like the rest of us, never seen anything like this. Lack of salt or natural environment. So part of this is to pray for some sanity making itself known. Let's see if there's any left, and there is. This is part of what we have to work through, and we're doing that. We welcome out the other issue. I've waited too long for that to be completely wrong, so I'm sure there's a big element of that coming. So I think we'll just do a little bit of drumming here, maybe a prayer. Kira brought her drum down. She can't wait to drum for everybody. Just see where this goes. I'm going to check. Really smart. What I did. Huh. Yeah. I'm just checking to see where Jerry might be. Oh. I tried. Try again. Okay. I'm calling on the other line. So computerized means of communication. On one device. On one device. Yep. I was learning my bits of this. We didn't have any of these devices. I was out there sitting at the fire with the elders. Yeah, there weren't even any phones to reach Okay. Sorry, folks, we're doing several things at once here. All right, let's open the directions here. Now that I realized I could just camera around, I think I just lost it.
Yeah, but no.
Doing something. We're back. We're still back. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, we do. You're the one talking. You can see the glow of the fire in the house.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yep, that's the house up behind us, the sanctuary. The fire here in front of us again. Be very careful. It's just a little self-enclosed fire because we do want to be respectful. But everything's so dry here now. But I also worked with the water spirits today, so hopefully they're covering it. Wakataka Tecumseh, Great Spirit, Great Mystery, Creator, Universe. Thank you for this fire. Thank you for the elements. Thank you for sending the elements to talk to me today. Elemental beings, thank you for being there. Please continue to come into today, into tomorrow, so that we have better clarity what is the best role for us at this particular time, in this particular place. We're here for the parks, we're here for the people, we're here for the animals, we're here for those who are not speaking or cannot speak themselves. We're here for the rocks, standing people, trees, all of those things we're here for, and for ourselves. So we have to continue to grow ourselves, to be able to do our best possible work. We thank you for all those tools. Thank you for all we are and all we are becoming. So again, we can carry on the best possible way. Ancestors, ancestors of the spring, the east, summer, south, the fall, the west, and the north, place of the old ones, the winter. We welcome you in to this fire today. Ah, and I just sensed another one. Welcome, Wampy. Ancestors, be with us on this now. Some of us have done a lot of work for a long time. We're ready now to fill this next part of our roles. Ready to be bridges. Ready to teach. We're ready to shoot. Ready to stand. Ready to do whatever's needed. That's possible. Thank you. Thank you for helping us set up to weave the new way of acting. Nature with nature is. And thank you for everything to give us, not for us. So we don't need much just to be few, but for everybody, for the circles we represent. Animals, I sent you with us big time, especially you, Humphrey. It's the only way I can tell if he does. Oh, Wombly Eagle, fine guy. I get your energy. And yes, so we have Womble Wombly here. Kara's last name and Eagle's name. So we have a lot of eagle energy. There's been eagle energy all day. My brother Bear Cloud met with my friends here earlier, and he brought in talked about the eagles. I saw an eagle just came across, and he was there in a good way. Actually, I saw an eagle this morning when I was doing the person as well. I just I forgot it. In the Pretty River. So the eagles are here big time. Eagle, if you wish to reach out and offer your linking, partnership, your connection to care or anyone else, please do so while we do this here. And any of you other animal guides, spirit guides, want to connect with us? We've had many like I have. We're new at this, doesn't matter. If there's something you can help us with, reach out so we may hear it, feel it, and be open to being used as a tool in that good way. Om Mitaku Yase. Down. Yeah, hey, yo, hey, hey, yo. Pasar, siendo play, wow. Away, away, así, stay low, stay low. So sit with this here for a few minutes and just quietly sit with this fire being and see maybe something comes. It's nice and small now, it's manageable. I don't have to worry about any sparks. Just see what comes. Whenever you're hearing this or seeing this, if you wish, close your eyes and you'll be here. You'll be able to come here. You'll be able to feel what we are right now and welcome in what we are. Welcome in nature, any part of it. Welcome in your guides. Welcome in Creator. Welcome in the Earth Mother, Father God. Whatever it is, give it a little bit of time because we're all getting things, we're all getting teachings, we're all getting lessons, we're being shown the best way to go. Peace and love to you as we sit here. Got a lot of animals around here tonight, the animal guides. So I'll just talk about them for a minute. Wombly first, since Eagles here, my nation, Wolf Nation. So none of two tongues here. Both powerful guides. Both have been my guides for a long time. All the animal guides all have their work. I've had a lot of people asking me about animal guides lately. I used to do more with it than I do now, but it might be a good time to consider. I was on with a woman today who's known her animal guides for quite a while, and they're worm and badger. And she's like, Gray Wolf, in these times, why do I have a worm and a badger? Why don't I have something strong? And we got to remember these critters, these creatures, they're showing to us because that's the medicine we need. Badger is strong. Badger is a fierce fighter. We never ever want to back badger up into space he can't get out because he'll turn into a whirlwind. He'll come at you. Earthworm's a little different. Earthworm reminds us of love, constantly of love. For those that don't know it, when the earthworm digs in the dirt, there's only one way that they're capable of digging, and that's in the shape of a heart. So they create a heart, and then they move, create a heart another way, shift, create a heart another way. There's hearts all under the soil where the earthworms are. And that's not only a great reminder, but it's a great way to spread that energy. It doesn't all have to come from us. Remember, we're animals too, but a different kind of animal. We're animals. So some of the teachings come better from them because they get it. They absolutely get it. Me, Wolf, knows all about community, self-love, community love, strength, protection. These are all things I had learned. I had a hard time with. Wolf just knows it. It's innate. So pay attention to your animals. Thank them all the time. Look for new ones because sometimes when you need something, the one will show up for a period of time to help you with what you need. And right now, it's good to look out for those animals. They will definitely help us through this. They see and feel what's going on better than we do. Thank you for hearing me. Send some love out to Earthworm and to Badger. My friend Sherry is on earlier today. Sherry, you hear this? If you hear this, take it to heart again. I know you did today. Reach out to those guys. They're powerful. We need the love for sure. Who wishes to speak? Anybody? Speak. So, no more wishes. I really hear the comments.
Press.
They are. Yep. See, play the drum. I'll try to put this recording up quickly tonight so some of you get to see it. Those who do and want to take it to heart, when you go to bed tonight, open yourself up, go into your heart. If you've been fearful, if you're afraid of things, if you're concerned about things going on, try to let all that go. No, don't try. Let all of that go. As you go to bed, be in a place of love, compassion, positive building, positive energy, love for everybody. Don't cut anybody out. Good. Good. In our dreams, we help create. And I thank my Aboriginal brothers and sisters who taught me that. So in our dreams, we'll be creating, be weaving as much there as we do when we're awake. Just keep listening to the crickets. So it looks like buddy Jerry Maynard is not on. Could be his power ran out. But we want to send him love and thanks for everything he does when we do these little circles as well. He's at that, look there. He's here in spirit as well, as are the rest. All of you who keep sending things now, all of you who stay connected. I know it's difficult. Keep connecting in the virtual realm, in the physical realm. Pardon, just keep connecting. Is your longer or what should we do? So, yeah, knocking on the door. It's, it is. Perfect. Yep.
So you're sitting out here. Oh, I don't think on it. Maybe it's just Jerry. But is this there's something kind of maybe calling him? I don't know what it is.
Well, let's give it a little more and see what comes. I had a hot date, but I'll just have to put it off. All right.
Your busy social schedule.
Oh yeah.
Gosh, I feel honored.
I've been feeling the redwood trees all day.
Hmm.
So maybe I'll talk to those relatives a little bit here. They're special, very special. About 90% of them that existed are gone because we humans, in our lack of understanding, cut them down because they make beautiful furniture. In that way, they still live, but there's just a narrow band left. They have a very narrow band of existence they can live in. The temperature has to be just right. There has to be a lot of mist in the air on a regular basis, a lot of moisture. There have to be certain insects and birds in the area. The temperatures can't get too hot or too cold. A lot of variables with very narrow parameters. Yet here they are. They live. They're huge. They tower above us and amongst us. The redwoods have been there so long. In many stories, they were the first trees. They were the first beings upon the land when the land started to come out of the waters. For my tribe and many others, the earth started covered with water. The whole earth was covered with water. And as some of the waters receded and the land started to live, the land appeared. Here on Turtle Island, North America, the first ones who then came out were the giant redwoods. And why was that? Well, it's said in part because they needed these things. They are too big to exist by just taking water and nutrients through their roots. They can only make it about a third of the way up their body length. So if they're to grow to their full height and full mass, they need other ways. Some of those are around the mist. The mist up in Northern California, up on the Lost Coast, the North Coast, come in a lot, pretty much every day. Usually they're gone by midday. But when you get up at dawn, they're there. They're sitting there. When I lived there, I really enjoyed them because they have great energy. And so those mists move moisture further up the tree. They move nutrients, which they can't get from the soil either, further up the tree. And they allow that part of the tree to survive. And yet still, that's not enough. It's not enough for their survival. And here they were, the first on the land, and the trees asked each other, how do we survive? We need other things. And so the first things that came were the mist, because the mother could provide those directly, and the water in the mist, and the nutrients it carried. But still, they couldn't grow big enough. And they were supposed to be huge. And they realized they need the birds. There were no birds. So some of the original birds were the birds that sat in these giant redwoods. And these birds carried other nutrients higher, higher, higher up into these trees and allowed them to grow. And to this day, that's how these trees survive and thrive. They need the mist, they need the nutrients, they need the birds, they need certain insects that are in the trees that those birds feed on, so that they can be strong enough to fly way up these high trees. And they need the warmth, not too cold, not too hot. So it's a very narrow band. And now as we face climate change, due in large part to we humans, we worry about it. And the trees worry. They don't want to be the last of their kind. They know they're still needed. They're keepers of wisdom. They are the land-based whales. They carry the stories back to the beginning. And so there's some native people up in Northern California and some environmental folks who have taken to planting saplings of the giant redwoods higher up on the hillsides and tending to them because it's going to take a lot of work because they're not in their natural environment. But by doing that, the thought is, as the climates continue to change, that band that will be their band of existence will go up a little higher. And so these trees that have been planted will take the place of their elders. That's a good solution. That's listening to the mother and doing what she tells us. And so we have to keep talking to these old ones, these huge trees. if you get up that way, make sure you visit those trees. And don't just drive by and look out your window. Yes, they're beautiful. Yes, they're attractions. But get out and walk amongst them. Touch them. Take a few minutes, sit under them. Don't think about what you're doing, but feel it. You will feel the power and strength of those trees. And remember this story when you do. Remember you're sitting in the middle of an entire ecosystem, each of those trees. And each of those trees is joined together in their roots as well, so that they live together as one. They live together regardless of who's the biggest, the strongest, or the oldest, who doesn't carry masculine energy or feminine energy. There's a lot to learn there. Listen to the trees, talk to the trees, do what the trees tell us. Thank you for hearing me. One of the crickets is now playing the drum. Yeah. Eagle Woman is back and lightly tapping the drum. For some of you others who are listening to this, listen to this, and then I'm going to shut up. I want you to think about what's going on or happening. Some of us have been taught the stories about this time for a long time. So you kind of have an idea what's going on, although none of us expected everything that's going on. Others are new to this, but please pay attention to everybody who's coming together now. We here at this place, the dogs are telling me that that's correct. The things we've been doing here have been attracting a very diverse group, and that's really important. Young people are coming and sitting with us now, even more important, because they're the ones that are going to take this on now. Some of us have worked hard for a long time. We're going to continue to work hard for as long as we're here. But this thing has to go way beyond that, and the changes have to happen. So help them with the changes. Stand beside them, stand behind them, wherever you fall in that scale. Older than, younger than, doesn't matter. We want to make sure this continues. Be like the trees. Be like the giant redwoods. No one thing is going to solve this. No one part of the tree can exist without the other. Let's be a grove of redwoods together. Oh, Takuyasu. Vibrations. And now we hear the dogs singing in the background.
Maybe turn the light on.
Huh?
Maybe turn the light on. What you guys barking at, eh? What do you see? See?
It's good. Yeah.
Just wants to see the animals, that's all.
Yeah.
You don't have Lena yet.
I sent her a message, told her we were going to be out here.
The javelinas?
No. All right. I think it's time to shut this down.
Yeah.
Thank you for hearing us, sitting here with us, whether it's now or later, doesn't matter. Much love to you all.
Oh, well. What'd you find?